is qualifying. Welcome everyone to round 6 of this year's SLIDESTYLE Premier Drift tournament. We are here at the Navarro Airport, and we have got a lineup of drivers here today ready to qualify to throw down their single car runs to set the bracket for next Friday's Tandem event right here at this location. We've got beautiful weather today, but we have discovered a minor slight problem with logistics for running an event at an airport. We've only got about 12 drivers that are supposed to qualify today because a lot of drivers' flights were delayed and unable to come in, and that's what's going to happen when you run an event at the airport. We weren't quite really putting our thinking caps on for that one. We've done blocked up the whole airport here. The town's kind of irritated with us, but hey, we got some drifting to do, and these guys are going to throw down today. So we got a bit shorter field for you than what we normally have, but we're going to make it happen. And also, as a side note, that means nobody is being eliminated from bracket contention this week, which means these guys can put their foot to the floor and throw down and give it 150% because they know they are in and they are going to make it happen. So we are going to take a look here at Wayne's machine as he is sitting right in the start zone. And we are going to take a look really quickly at the specifications for the vehicles here in SLIDESTYLE. What it takes to build a car for a SLIDESTYLE event. It's got to be under 1,000 horsepower running a stock engine block. You can't put a crazy LS motor in a Miata. No, nothing wild like that. It's got to be a rear-wheel drive machine. We're not going out all-wheel drive or anything like that. 17 to 20-inch diameter wheels. All 4 wheels have got to be the same way all the way around the car. 110 adhesion. They're real grippy to match that 1,000 horsepower. It makes for great controlled tandem lines during the bracket and some wild, crazy right up against the wall action for qualifying like you're going to see today. These cars have to have a front bumper on them. No drift missiles around here. These guys are going to get ready to tear it up. I believe Wayne is here getting ready. So we're going to take a look at our entire qualifying listing for this evening as your live scoring is now on your screen, and you can see Wayne's car. It's all fired up. It is ready to rock. It is beautiful looking. The grayscale monochrome scheme is looking good. Let's hear it in the chat. Let's see some love. Get some emojis in there if you're ready to see some SLIDESTYLE qualifying action today. And speaking of the chat, our man, Lil Kale, has come in and just gifted out all kinds of subscriptions. He is hooking up all kinds of people so that they can come and watch, ad-free of course, all the SLIDESTYLE events for this coming month and all of the Alex on your screen streams. So we appreciate the support. We appreciate everybody's support. So let's see some love for these drivers and let's see them throw down. I believe I hear race control now is giving the go-ahead to Wayne. It is time for the green flag. We are going to see what these guys have got as he gets the launch off. Takes the jump out of the tunnel. Brings it on the way around. So much angle, so much speed out of this machine. Brings it around the plane. Such a unique course we have here for qualifying today. Around the barrels, that is kind of an unofficial clipping zone. You could see him get all the way out. Touches the bumper on the wall. Passes in between the shipping containers. You can see how close he is. He is right on the edge at all times. Right up against the wall there. And you can see how the course passes back over itself, round and around, and you come over here to what we've been calling the pit of doom. You see Wayne puts his rear bumper right over it, comes right out as he makes his way with the 360 there at the finish. We will take a look at the replay of his run here. And what an incredible job he does, absolutely maximizing the course. You can see there touching the bumper on the shipping container. Doesn't get any better than that. Absolute speed and control all the way around. And we're going to take a look here. New replay feature. We're going to take a look here in slow motion as he comes around to what we've been calling the pit of doom. And look how close he gets the rear of the car right over the edge there. Before bringing it back around. So the vote is in the chat. Give him a rating, 1 to 5 stars. What do you think about Wayne's run there? How did it look to you? As we take a look at Malte's machine here, showing a little love to the cameraman. He wanted to get right over there up close and personal so you could see all the details of this ride. It is beautiful looking red, white, and blue machine. And he is the driver up next. These guys are showing the love to Wayne in the chat there. Definitely let your voice be heard. Be sure to give him your votes. And if you're having any trouble seeing those votes, we know sometimes with the Twitch mobile app it is difficult to see the poll. You may need to open it in a web browser on your phone or whatever your viewing device is. Usually that's a little bit more reliable. Not always, but sometimes it's a little more reliable. Definitely get your votes in there, and we will get them in our system here as the votes finish out. About what I expected them to look like for Wayne's first run. He always brings it strong. As we look on to Malte's red, white, and blue machine, Wayne coming in seriously hot with a 4.6. Good grief, that is gonna, you want to talk about setting the bar early, and that is a small change we have made here at SLIDESTYLE, as our qualifying order is off of championship points now. So the cream has risen to the top, as the macho man would say. Ooh, yeah. So we set the fire early, and that lets the newcomers and the guys that maybe haven't had as good a luck here in SLIDESTYLE events, they come out later on, so they see what they're up against, and they know what score they've got to beat, and they know what they've got to do to make it happen. And I believe it'll make for an even more exciting qualifying event. So up next, we have Malte in this beautiful red, white, and blue machine. And we are going to see what he gets out of this thing here. He launches out of the gate, makes his way up the ramp. Big air there, all four tires off the ground. I can't even talk, I'm so excited. Look at that, all the way up against the hangar door. Carrying all kinds of speed. He does have to get it slowed up to make this angle here. Look how close he gets. Speaking of, he just doesn't like hangar doors, man. Gets right up there on it. See what he does coming through the first loop section. As he hits the 360, I'm not sure if... Oh, no. Oh, no! Well, a donut from Malte in the server, that can only mean one thing. And that means our friend's game has crashed, and his cars love to do donuts when his game crashes, so we... It's a beautiful thing, though. Look at this. It's a beautiful shot. But Malte's car has left the building, or it will here momentarily as he spins his donuts here. Yeah, his car, I see in the chat, Coyote says his car thinks he won. That's right. He's already celebrating. It was such a good run. He's done with that. He's just his first half of his run is all that he needed. Well, we will take a look at the sights around Navarro here. Oh boy, the car is screaming. Well, that's all right. He will get back in the game, and we will get him sorted out here momentarily. We gave it a shot, though. I believe up next is gonna be Kakumba while we get everything sorted with Malte. I love that his car, other people's cars just disappear or they just stop or whatever. Malte's car always just locks it down for a donut. But here we come. We're going to take a look at Kakumba's car, who's up next here. We'll get, no worries, we'll get Malte back as soon as his game is up and running again. We'll get him back in the server. He'll get another shot at it, of course. But the beginning of that run, man, absolutely. The jumps, and he was disrespecting those hangar doors, that is for sure. So Malte will get another crack at it. And meanwhile, we have Kakumba in this gorgeous purple and silver machine here. This is, I mean, Kakumba always brings out the fire with these cars, these livery designs, and this is an absolute beautiful, beautiful machine he has brought here. This one is no exception, and we are going to see what it's going to bring to the table. Hopefully we don't see any donuts, at least until after his run, but we'll see what Kakumba has got for us here on the course. As he comes out, all kinds of air, lands completely sideways, so much angle there. Has to get on the handbrake, he carried so much speed, but he keeps that angle all the way around. As he makes his way back through behind the plane, as he shoots in between those barrels, almost touches them on the way through, about as close as you can get there. And as typical of a Kakumba drift run, these cars are, I mean, the angle is just unreal that he gets with his setups. Able to carry so much speed with that car all the way out to the side like that. Just absolutely flowing like water through this course. How close does he get? Right up against the pit of doom there. Makes the final loop around. So a beautiful thing. What a run from Kakumba. So as the vote goes up in the chat for that run, we will take another look at it here. As he gets the launch off. So much speed that he carries with this machine. The vote is in the chat now, so if you want to give him your thoughts on that run, let him know what you think. And meanwhile, we'll show you the next machine. What a run coming over the pit here. What a run that was. So definitely let Kakumba know how you rate his run. And I do believe I hear Malte is back in the server, so he is coming to make his run here. As we look at the beautiful sights here around the Navarro airport. And Malte has set his car in position, so we will get another look at his gorgeous racing machine here. You got just a couple seconds left here to vote for Kakumba. Let him know what you thought about his run there. And see how close the competition is here. We are going to be 2 drivers in so far on the day. And that vote is complete, so we will get it updated in our system and see what he comes out to on a final score. Looks like his run is going to be a 4.3, just shy of Wayne's run, but that puts him good for second place right now. As we are looking at Malte's machine, and we know he is ready to jump on it here before his game wants to be mad at him again. So we're going to let him tear it up here and see what he's got. So here's Malte's run coming at you. Attempt number 2. We'll see what we get here. Absolutely on fire coming up out of the tunnel here. brings it through the hangar with all that angle we knew he was going to have. Loops back through the first figure 8 section of the course here. Look at how sideways that car is, and look at how close to the shipping containers. Right on edge all the way through. Closest we've seen to the pit of doom there as he makes his way around. What a run. Well, it was worth the wait there. Get your vote in the chat while we take a look at the replay. Let us know what you think about that one here. I mean, that car is just so fast. Man, just absolutely how close he gets to the walls there. Just an absolute barn burner of a run. I was just sitting there watching it, had my mouth open the whole time. Well, get your votes in. Absolutely. What a show that was from Malte. Bringing it every step of the way, and his game held on for him as he was keeping that car right up against every single shipping container, all those hangar doors, keeping it so close on edge all the time. It's what he's best at. Definitely give that run your vote there in the chat. Let him know what you think. As we move on, we're looking at our next car is Theory. Hanging out here at the start line. This green, black, and gray machine is looking so mean. I believe this is the first time somebody has ever pulled out a flanker for a slide style event, and after watching him in practice, I believe this car is absolutely ready to do the work. And we are going to see what we get out of it. But first, we got to check out Malte's score as it comes in. Definitely make sure you get your vote going. All right, the votes are in, so we're going to average them up and see what we get here from Malte's run before watching Theory come out with this flanker here. So that's going to be Malte just barely squeaking by Kakumba with a 4.4. High scoring runs this time around, and I mean, these guys absolutely are incredibly talented drivers, but part of it's just the course, man. It's such a fun course to run, and these guys have been practicing it nonstop for 2 weeks now. We've been having a blast, and they've had so much time to just perfectly dial in their cars, and Theory, as always, is no exception. Always knows exactly where to put the car at exactly what time. He is the master of consistency here for Slide Style, so we will see what he's got for us today. As he gets ready to launch off for his qualifying run, you see him cook those rear tires a little bit. My man is airborne. Look at how high up. That's one of the highest jumps we've had today. So much air, lands it in control. Like we said, the consistency is there. What a beautiful racing machine that is right there, and it is perfectly tuned up. You can see how quickly that car makes transitions as well. Just snaps right over, holds that angle right up against the fence on the way around through the first loop. Comes back out in that sun, and that sun is pretty blinding on the way around. You're in the shade and you come right into it. Right over the pit there, makes his way through and back into the hangar. What a run from Theory. So we take another look at that while you guys get your votes in. What a drive that was. I mean, just like we said, it's no surprise the consistency here from Theory is always there. You could see how well this car's handling would translate to a tandem environment as well next Friday. And that's what we are here today for. It's qualifying for next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come right back here to Alex on your screen where we present SLIDESTYLE's premier, can't even speak, premier drift tournament. I'm just still caught up watching Theory's run. Premier Drift Tournament, the next event coming at you next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to catch that, get it on your calendars, come hang out and come vote, because just like right now, as you can vote on Theory's run, it's all fan voted. There are no judges for our tandems. It is all you guys right here on Twitch. You got to be here to make your voice heard and let us know who your favorite drivers are and get them pushed through the events, and maybe they could even be a SLIDESTYLE event winner. But meanwhile, we are looking at this beautiful machine here of good friend One Row of Potates. I'm sure you've seen him in the chat. He always pipes up and let us know what he thinks of the other drivers' run as well. But this absolutely beautiful 180 here. I just love the design of this car. It is right up my alley, that's for sure. All the different colors, but they blend so well together. And this car is ready to rock. I personally made some runs with a bunch of runs with Potate myself in practice. Actually, when we were first setting up this line, he was there with us, and then getting a run with him in practice when we hang out. We hang out on the stream every week on Fridays if anybody ever wants to come hang out with us. And you can drive right alongside these guys and see how you stack up, and maybe you'll want to join in on the next SLIDESTYLE event. Make sure you get your votes in for Theory. The vote has almost come to a close here. We'll get it averaged up and see how he stacks up against Wayne, Malte, and Kakumba. So far, they're qualifying in the same order of their championship standings. Little interesting detail there. We will see where we land on Theory's run. Comes out tied with Malte. It drops him into second place with a 4.4. Now, I say tied. That run is not necessarily tied. Our system calculates all the way down to, I believe, like 4 decimal points, the 10,000th place, so it's not a tie. There's always a difference. But, so that drops Theory into second place. Well, let's see if Potate's got anything for these guys, and if he can jump up there and snag the top spot away from Wayne with a 4.6. Takes off, gets a good launch out of the tunnel. Gets all kinds of air. You see the cones go flying. Got the sunroof open there, which is smart. It's a warm day. You could see he's got those specialized rear tires that'll kick out the blue smoke to match the rest of this machine. And you can see, just like these other guys, he's putting it on edge. They know they're locked in the event, because we had a little bit of a smaller turnout for qualifying this month. So these guys are locked into the 12-man bracket, so they know they can just bring it. They're only fighting over what spot they are in the bracket. You see the little tail tap from him there. As he comes around to the old pit of doom. Let's see how close he gets. Tires right along the edge almost there. What a run. We're going to have to see that one again. That was so close on that last one. Still burning it down as he comes back around. We'll look at the replay here as you get your vote in the chat momentarily. He did not come to play around, man, and you can hear that thing just on the throttle all the way around. Just absolutely just sticking it all the way through and never missing a beat, man. Always right on the edge of every transition through all these shipping containers. Little tail tap there. Let's see how close he gets here. Right on the edge there. You can't get any closer than that without wrecking your machine. You don't want to do that. As we take a look here at the Pirates 370Z, got it chromed out here all the way around. Looking good, looking good. With the purple wheels there as well. And I'm sure we'll see from our other angles as we check out Potate's vote. Make sure you get the votes in there. And we'll see from our other camera angles. He always has the graphics on the rear of the car and on the back window that looks so good. And we'll take a look at those as he goes around as well. But we'll see what Potate's votes come out to here. But that was an absolutely awesome run from him there. All right, those votes are in, so we're going to get the average here and see what he comes out to. All right, I believe the scores are in. And that is Potate with a 4.3 coming out just ahead of Kakumba. What a run from him. And look at how close all the scores are so far. The top 5 are only 0.3 apart. That is exactly how close the competition is here in Slide Style. And speaking of competition, Pirate always brings it, but he's usually in a unique vehicle, and this is the first time we've seen him in a 370. So let's see what this machine can do. As he gets the launch here, makes his way up the ramp. You can see Slide Style right there on the back window, and the Low Life Boys. Make sure you give them a subscribe over on YouTube. They're always posting the content. Look at him showing a little bit of love on the hood for the channel here. We always appreciate it. You can see how snappy this car is. It is going to be absolutely badass during the tandem events, and he is still bringing it here for qualifying. But you can see how much control this car has available to it, and he is going to be able to get right on the inside of somebody's door on a chase run. And it does have a little speed. It might run away from him on a lead. We'll see. Look how close. Right, his tire may have been over the edge of the line there. That was insane. We'll see that one again. He throws the 360 in right at the end. Let's take another look at it as he launches out of the tunnel. Gets a little bit of air there. Test out our new slow motion feature here as he comes around. We'll see how that works. We've always had a history of bad luck here with replays and Slide Style competition, so we'll hopefully get this one in without any problems. But we'll take a look here as he whips it on around that first loop around, and then he comes over here by the drop off, and we'll see if we can get some slow motion on that. So here he comes. Let's see how close he got here. Shoo, right to the edge there. That is how you do it for sure. So while you get your votes in for our boy Pirate, what an awesome run he put down there, we look over to Foxy. And this red, white, black machine got Sunoco on the door there, Monster on the quarter panel. And this is a race car right here, man. Look at this thing. Mean old Supra. Flashing our lights, telling everybody at home hello. Get your votes in for Pirate. Show some love. and we'll see what he comes out to. But this is a mean looking machine here from Foxy. And looking down our entry list here, I know there are some more mean looking cars on the way. But the vote is coming to a close here. We are gonna see what we've got for Pirate on the scoreboard and where he's gonna stack up in the bracket for next week's event. Pirate comes in with a 3.6, holding it down there. That's good for 6th place right now. Let's see if he holds on there as Foxy gets ready to burn those rear tires down, get some rubber laid down, and we'll see what this machine does for his qualifying run. So here he comes, up and out of the tunnel. All kinds of air, lands sideways, holds onto it all the way around. You can hear it on the chip there all the way through, gets real close to that hangar door. Back around our little clipping point barrels there. And let's see how he does through the first loop section. Bringing it in close on the shipping container this time. A lot of guys have been running that, looping it out wide. He opts to bring it in close and get his nose as close to the corners there as he can. Let's see how he does with the pit of doom here. Does he get close to that? Does the same thing, brings it in close, gets the nose in close on the shipping container, brings it around. That was a solid run from Foxy. Holds it down all the way around. Let's take another look while we get our votes in. You see him do a little spin out donut there at the end. So close on that hangar door there. Such a unique element going around the cargo plane there. Got to thank the airport for letting us run so close to their prized possession there. They're gonna need that airplane. I'm sure that's how some of these cars got here as well, on a plane just like that. Slide style tours all over the place, man, all over the world. It is definitely an international show here, but Foxy is bringing it to you. Just a consistent, smooth run, just beautiful all the way around. As we come back and take a look at Charlie's machine here. I don't know if y'all heard the sound that I heard at the end of that run. The replay got a little wonky right there at the end, and I don't know if y'all ever had an Atari in the house growing up. I might be showing some age a little bit, but if y'all played an Atari, there were some games that played a sound just like that in between maps or whatever it was. That was the little loading sound, and it just made that sound in my ears. It took me back. But get your votes in there for Foxy. Let us know what you think about the run he made. As we look on to Charlie's Mopar machine here, one of the cleanest looking ones he has had so far. This car looks absolutely awesome. He's done a great job with it, and I saw some of his practice runs earlier on today, and he is ready to bring it, that is for sure. But we are taking a look right here at these chrome wheels as we get ready. Foxy's votes are in, so we will see what those average out to and where he stacks up against these other guys. Foxy, a 3.9 on the board, puts him good for 6th place. That is a good solid run there. And we will see what Charlie is ready to bring for us here. If he's got what it takes to knock Wayne off the top spot, Where is he going to land? We will find out as he revs up that Mopar machine. This car's got a little bit of weight to it compared to what we've been seeing, but he still gets some air there. You can hear the power this car has, absolutely maxing out our 1,000 horsepower limit. Using every bit of it, you can see the speed, but he's also got the control. Brings it back around through the hangar here. You can hear him downshifting, slamming on the throttle as he whips it back around through the tightest portion of the course, all the way out to the fence, crosses back over, right up against those shipping containers. How close will he get to the pit? Woo-wee! We'll go get the slow motion of that one time too, and almost tail taps it, flashing his lights. He knows it was a good one. Spins it out there right at the end. What a show. Take another look at that one. So much air coming out of the tunnel. What a show from Charlie, and he absolutely, every single time he comes out, improves his runs, improves his cars, his designs, his driving talent is absolutely there. It's just an awesome thing to see, and he has brought it today. Get your votes in for this run right here, and I mean, this is the only Mopar machine in the show. And we'll get the slow motion here. Look at how close he puts this. Look at that rear tire right on it there. And so close here. Let's see if we get that Atari sound effect here, if it glitches out. No, nice and smooth that time. Nice and smooth. What a run there. Get your votes in for Charlie. That was a show, man, right there. Mopar machine on fire as we look on to our next ride here, Exy, and as far as I'm aware, this is the last run we have of the day, so it looks like we're only going to have 8 cars qualified, which is going to lead to an interesting bracket next Friday, but just that much more chance to crown a new slide-style victor. Or maybe Wayne could become a 4-time champion. Somebody's got to knock him off the top spot. Could it be Charlie after a run like that, man? I would not put it past him. He may be the favorite going in. As we get his votes in here, and we will see what his average comes out to, a 4.5. He is 1 point, or 0.1 rather, away from Wayne, almost knocking him off the top spot. That is absolutely deserved every bit of the way. Charlie chalking up a 4.5 run. That is exactly how I would have scored that. If I was voting, I'd give it a 5 myself. I love to see it, man. He brought it with the Mopar machine today. And as I said, our last run, as far as I'm aware, our last run is Exy here in this beautiful black and gold machine here. I love the little details in the side. And we are going to see what he has to bring with this one, and that will round out. It will be a top 9 rather, so it's going to be interesting how we're going to have to work out the bracket here. Exy throws a 360 coming out of the tunnel. The first one to do it so far. He nails it. Brings it around. You can hear that thing absolutely on the limit. Oh, little server lag there. As you can tell, that's not what happened on his end of things, so don't worry about that. Kind of looked cool though, but you can see him bringing it through, running as smooth as he can. Look how close on the shipping containers there. What a start coming out of the tunnel. Let's see if he can finish as strong. Exy is bringing it to him today. What is he going to have over here for the Pit O'Doom? He says, I ain't mess with that pit of doom. My car is way too pretty. Burning it down. That's so cool, man. Well, we're going to catch the replay. Let's take a look at the beginning of this run here. As he gets the launch out, look at the 360 up out of there. Woo-wee! Holds onto it. Perfectly completes the run. Get your votes in. The vote is up now for that. Shoo-wee. I mean, that was a show right there, man. What a run from Exy. I was just watching. I didn't even have anything to say. That was so cool right there. Well, get your votes in for Exy. Hey, there's our little Atari sound effect there. It's what happens when it's a crazy run. But is he gonna be able to knock Wayne and Charlie in theory off the podium and jump in that top spot, or where is he gonna land? Get your votes in now. As we take a look here at the cars that qualified, they're hanging out in the tunnel here. As we wait for this last couple votes to come in. While we're waiting on those votes, pull up our event calendar here quickly. Today, as you can see, is June 17th, and we are qualifying today. Right now, we're almost done. Final practice is going to be held June 23rd at 8 p.m. right here, Alex, on your screen. And then the 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern time is the bracket event right here at Navarro Airport. It's going to be an awesome time. We can't wait to see everyone there. Looks like we have got the scores in for Exy, and that drops him just like Charlie with a 4.5. He is good for third place. That is the two highest qualifying attempts from Charlie and Exy we have ever seen. What awesome runs from both of those guys. As we will take a look at the temporary bracket, we're not sure if this is how it's going to stay since we didn't have a full field of qualifiers. So we will take a look at the bracket. This is how we're lined up so far. Now, this is subject to change because it appears there would be 4 cars. I don't even know if it got everybody in here. Something's going a little weird. That's not even the right bracket. Let's see if we can't fix what's up with that. Yeah, the bracket's not showing properly. It doesn't work well without the full field in there, so we're going to have to figure out what's going on with that. But either way, what a show we had today. Every single run was absolutely top-notch. And I am so excited. Next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here, Alex on your screen prevents SLIDESTYLE, its premier drift tournament. Next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. You've got to be here. Come vote. Everybody come check it out. It's going to be an awesome time. But until then, on the channel here this evening, we're going to hang out. So if you want to come do some drifting with some of these drivers right here, see them practicing for their runs next week, having a little fun, we're going to hang out, listen to a little music right here on the channel. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. But for SLIDESTYLE, from everyone here, we've got to shout out big thank you to Rapid Fire Charlie. She makes everything happen. She is race control, the race director for these events, and she keeps everything lined up, running smooth and looking good, doing a great job and keeping everything organized as possible. And these drivers here for always sticking around. And just a quick side note, every driver you see here today, it was a shorter field than usual, but these guys They are the core. They are the ones that are always here, and this is SLIDESTYLE. And if you want to be a part of a SLIDESTYLE event, !SLIDESTYLE in the chat. We appreciate everyone at home for voting and giving your thoughts, your opinions, and being hype and showing these guys some love. We appreciate everybody that's a part of a SLIDESTYLE event. We're all in this together because there would be no votes, there would be no scores if it weren't for you at home. None of it would happen at all if it wasn't for Charlie and these drivers here putting on the show, making this all possible with these awesome cars. So we appreciate and thank everyone that has been a part of today's event. We will see you all next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Put it on your calendar. Join the Discord. It's in the schedule. It'll shoot you a reminder and let you know. But everybody, from us here at SLIDESTYLE, have a wonderful weekend and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And we will see everyone next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all have a good one.